Mind, Body, Business with Maria Moore, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Time for Mind, Body, and Business with the one and only Maria Moore. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Happy Friday, everyone. So today we're talking about opportunities and making the most of them. You know, a lot of us have heard about this food critic, Keith Lee. And the Keith Lee effect is basically he goes around, he's a food critic. He does reviews of these restaurants, and these restaurants are immediately getting customers. I mean, they had one restaurant in Texas, only had about 10 customers a day. And then after Keith Lee did his review, they had 100 people outside. But, you know, I was on Instagram the other day, and I saw Van Lathan talk about how Keith Lee is a question. Are you ready for your blessing? Are you ready for your blessing? You ask and you complain and you say, oh, I don't have enough, but are you ready? And a lot of these restaurants lack the professionalism and preparation to take full advantage of the exposure they got from his positive reviews. So today I want to talk about the 3 signs that you're ready for your blessing. Number 1, you know what you want. Because when you know what you want, you're more clear on what action you need to take to get it. Ricky, I'm sure, and Special K, I'm sure you all can attest that maybe you've met some people who are aspiring comedians, and they were asking for opportunities. But when the opportunities presented themselves, they just weren't ready. You know, maybe their material wasn't good. Yeah, I mean.
Special K. You already know what I'm going to ask you about that dude.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
When I shot my comedy special, the dude wanted to open up, right? And I said, okay, I'm going to let you do 5 minutes. And when it came time for them to introduce him, he couldn't come out of the dressing room. He was in the bathroom because his stomach was so upset. He was too nervous to go out there.
Had the bubble guts.
Had bubble guts and just could not come out there and just literally left the theater.
You know, that's funny, but it's real. You know, if you know your nerves are bad when you go on stage, you better have them Tums or whatever you need ready, because that opportunity. And now look at the impression that he's left. You know, so it's really important that you know what you want and that you are ready for your blessing, and that you're prepared for it. Also, you know you're ready for your blessing if you're flexible. Can y'all think of a time when you had to drop everything to go and take advantage of an opportunity?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I done had to take my kids performing, having my kids, turn my dressing room into Toys R Us. And I remember giving Malik a bottle while I was on stage performing, told a joke while they laughing, step off stage and put a bottle in his mouth and go right back on stage. And nobody had any idea.
Yeah.
I didn't have any choice.
But Maria, that's how I ended up on this morning show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rick. When we was on the road and you said, come out, you said, I got a show in Dallas. Come out here for like a week and just help me come up with some ideas and let's work on some stuff. And all these years later, that's how that started. I never really got, that's how it started.
And that was the biggest mistake of my life.
Exactly. Lord help us. Now you stuck with me.
I think my story with the morning show was the same also. Yeah.
Now you stuck.
It was a great
mistake.
It was a good look. You did the right thing, Ricky. My experience with the morning show was the same. I had to be flexible and ready.
I can't tell you how many sleepless nights I still have to this day having Maria and Special K on the show.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
To enhance your brand, we elevate the Rickey Smiley Morning Show brand. That's why we here.
Boy, don't even get me started on Gary, man. What?
But you know, though, Rick, but I remember, though, I mean, how it started off when, how it initially started off when I was called because you needed somebody to help you buy some furniture.
For who, Gary?
Furniture Brad, he went and bought me a bunch of furniture that didn't match.
Yeah, because you know I don't match. Because you know matchy is not it. And I was called and I went out and looked for Ricky some furniture. And then you know that was the first start. But then it went through that. But when the other big boss didn't want him to put me on the show, but then they gave me initially 1 day a week.
Yep.
He wasn't the big boss. He was just he was just the program director.
The program director.
You had that 1 day, and then you had to leave the studio after that one segment.
That's right, baby. Said, get out.
Why wouldn't you match the furniture if you always matching your clothes?
No, I don't even match clothes no more now because you see, back in the day, honey, matching the furniture wasn't
that's
a
lot,
big
Gary.
thing.
You got on Burberry hat, Burberry glasses, Burberry vest, Burberry socks.
Brad.
That's match.
Brad.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get back on the topic of this Mind, Body, and Business segment. I don't know how we went way over. We just, but I appreciate all of it. These are good stories.
Yeah.
The last one I just want to share is
but Ricky, you remember you got your call too though from your fellow colleague. They passed the torch on to you.
Oh yeah, Steve.
Yes.
Steve gave me an opportunity and told me that I was going to have to move to Dallas.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just got custody of my son. He was like, I'm like, yeah, I just bought a house. He said, well, how you going to pay for it? He said, you got 24 hours to be in Dallas or we ain't messing with you no more. And he hung up in my face.
Yeah.
And I was on sitting in the back row of Southwest Airlines crying because I just never lived anywhere else. But I had to do what I had to do, and we here today.
Look at
So
that.
we thank God.
Yeah.
And those are all great stories that our listeners need to hear. You need to be prepared, and sometimes it's inconvenient, but you got to seize a moment when those opportunities come. You can check out more tips by following me on Instagram at Maria Moore, MariaMore, and make sure you check out the Mind, Body, and Business podcast. Thank you, Ricky.
There it is. Thank you, Maria. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.